YouTube? Welcome back to another X-Men movie series review, and in today's review, I will be reviewing the 2013 film, The Wolverine. Wolverine is directed by James Mangold and stars Hugh Jackman, Tao Akamoto, Rila Fukushima, and a bunch of other new actors. Obviously, this movie is directed by James Mangold, and James Mangold is directing Logan. So yeah, I guess you can kind of expect the same type of approach for Logan that you see in this movie. So yeah, I'm really excited for Logan. Anyways, The Wolverine is the second standalone Wolverine movie, and it's a sequel to X-Men The Last Stand. I'm actually glad they finally did a sequel to X-Men The Last Stand, because, yeah, it's just, X-Men The Last Stand, there's a lot that you're anxious about, and I'm glad they did a sequel to it, because we obviously had 2 prequels before this, and honestly, I'll take a sequel to The Last Stand over 2 prequels. I think a sequel to The Last Stand is just more interesting of an idea, and I'm really glad they did that, so you can see kind of the aftermath of all the chaos that went down in The Last Stand, with Jean Grey and everything. So, I'm really glad that they finally did a proper sequel to X-Men The Last Stand. I like how this movie starts. Logan is depressed over Jean's loss. He's drinking a lot of alcohol. He has a beard and long hair. And, he's having war flashbacks and, visions of Jean. So, yeah, I really like how this movie starts with, kind of a more depressed, kind of, more downbeat, opening that you usually see in the X-Men films. So, yeah, it's good to see that, Logan's reaction to this whole Jean thing after Last Stand. Logan meets Yukio, and she takes him to Japan to visit, Ichiro Yoshida, who is the man from Logan's flashback at the beginning of the movie, and he wants to thank Logan for saving his life, since Ichiro Yoshida is to die soon. So along the way, Logan meets Yoshida's son, Shingen, and his granddaughter Mariko. Ichiro offers to transfer Logan's healing abilities into his own body, which would obviously save Ichiro's life, and it would obviously get rid of Logan's near immortality. So Logan views it as a curse, and he plans to leave the next day, but Ichiro ends up dying, and at the funeral, gangsters try to kidnap Mariko. So that kind of sets up the rest of the movie, which is Logan basically trying to protect Mariko. So the plot with Ichiro trying to get Logan's powers is meh. It's less important in the story compared to Logan having to protect Mariko. But the plot, it's not that bad, but it's not that good. It's just, it's in the middle, kind of. Yeah. Logan protecting Mariko makes the movie entertaining, even with the weird and cheesy plot of, Mariko trying to get, Ichiro trying to get Logan's powers. I still think the Logan protecting Mariko, it makes the movie entertaining. So some cool Japanese culture comes into the movie through the middle, ends at the beginning a bit, and obviously as Logan is trying to protect Mariko. But then towards the end of the movie, things change. First 2 acts are pretty consistent with obviously the Japanese culture, the kind of tones and everything. But when the 3rd act comes along, it kind of seems out of place and sloppy. The 3rd act is your typical superhero movie finale, and it's definitely the biggest problem of the movie, because it feels so out of place with the first 2 acts. Viper is randomly shoehorned into this movie, and she's a really bad villain. Viper is just randomly shoehorned in, and she's just not that good of a villain. So she's shoehorned in the movie, and Ichiro comes back as Silver Samurai, and he's a giant stupid robot. So Logan has a stupid fight with Silver Samurai, and Silver Samurai tries transferring Logan's powers into his body. So yeah, there you go. You got your typical superhero action finale. Just really wish they didn't do that. It just feels really out of place for the movie. But things go Logan's way, and the film ends with Logan leaving Japan in a plane with Yukio. But wait, there's more. So in the after credit scenes, we see Logan at an airport, and Magneto appears, and then guess who's back? Charles Xavier! Yes, I'm so glad they brought him back in this movie, because he was giving such a lame-ass death in Last Stand, and it's just great seeing good old Charles back. Yeah, I'm just really glad they did this. I think it was a smart decision, and we got the good old Charles Xavier back. Yes. So overall, The Wolverine is it's a pretty good movie. I mean, sure, it's not like amazing. Um, Obviously, it's not amazing. But I'd say it's a good movie. I mean, I think the pros are that like the first two acts are really good. I mean, the first two acts are pretty cool. And they're consistent with their tones and their Japanese culture and everything, which is nice to see in this movie. Um, and obviously, I'll get more into the third act, in the cons. But yeah, I think it's really consistent in the first two acts, and they're pretty nice. And another thing I liked is the gore. You can see a lot of gore in this movie. You see Logan, just clawing people to death and all the blood coming out. I really like the gore in this movie, and I'm glad that Logan is going the same route. So yeah, I also think it's pretty entertaining. I mean, the protecting plot makes it pretty entertaining, even for like the kind of cheesy plot. But yeah, I think it's a pretty entertaining movie. It's not really boring. I wouldn't say it's boring. So yeah, I also love the action. The action is like the best part of it's like probably the best part of this movie. The action in this movie is fantastic. I mean, the action is just so amazing in this movie. Like, uh, there's like that scene on the train, and there's just so many other great scenes with the action, and yes, the action is amazing in this movie. Now going on to the cons, I think the last act is not really good. The last act just doesn't, no, it's just not good. I think the characters are meh in this movie. I mean, it has a few good characters, but the characters, they're okay. There's not too much to them. There's not a lot to the characters, but they're meh. And another con is the plot. I mean, the plot, it's not bad. It's not really good either, though. But it's just meh. So I'll put it as a con. It's just because it's not really good. It's just meh. So yes, that is my review of the Wolverine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about the Wolverine. It's a good movie, and I'm excited to see what James Mangold can bring to Logan. So yes, thanks for watching this review. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time when I review X-Men: Days of Future Past. Yes.